Do you realize what time it is? Why aren't you answering my calls? You're making me worry.
Zoe, sorry, I was sleeping.
You were asleep? Where were you sleeping?
At the office. I can't believe nobody woke me up.
Okay. You're gonna catch a cold sleeping there.
You're right. I guess I'll go to a hotel nearby.
What? Why a hotel?
Well, there are no more trains. And it's better to just stay at a hotel than using a taxi to get home. I can get more sleep that way.
You seem to be spending the night out a lot lately.
I'm busy now, I can't help it.
But I met Kenny's wife the other day. And she was talking about going on a family trip over the weekend. Your colleague seems to have no problem coming home every day.
He's different. Kenny's not headed in the right direction. He's not taking this job seriously.
Is that so? He seems to be really sincere.
Yeah, he just seems that way. You wouldn't know. You're just a housewife. You don't even work.
What do you mean I don't work? I'm working now.
Yeah, at home. You think that compares to what I do? I'm outside working my butt off.
I do understand that commuting and working outside is hard, but I'm still making money. So I'd like to be acknowledged for that.
Okay, I got you. Later.
Oh, wait. You're coming home tomorrow, right? I actually ordered some of your favorite clams. I'm thinking of making clam chowder.
Oh, well, that's thoughtful of you. Sounds good.
So I really want you to come home tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely can't miss out on clams.
Good. I'll have dinner waiting for you.
Okay, thanks. I'm off to the hotel. Good night.
Dylan, you promised to be home early today. It's already past 9.
My bad. I still got work.
I told you I wanted to have a talk with you.
Well, let's talk now then. Go ahead.
I want to talk in person.
What's the need for that? I'm busy. Get your point across.
We can't even talk in person?
What? I don't want to listen to your complaining. Now or never. What's it gonna be?
Fine. About Addison.
Huh?
Ring a bell?
What? I don't know what you're getting at.
No use trying to hide it anymore. I already know. You and Addison are having an affair.
You're suspecting me of cheating for not coming home? Don't be so paranoid. It's creepy.
I'm not suspecting, I know. I've been investigating you this past month.
Investigating?
I hired a detective.
What? Why?
Why do you think? You were obviously acting weird these past few months. Even when you were busy with your job, you never used to stay out overnight. But lately it's been happening a lot. Can you blame me for being suspicious? Thought you'd be able to get away by saying it's work?
Still, how could you go snooping around my private business? Talk about chilling.
You're the one cheating! It's your fault! I've been doubting you all along. But it's a month ago that I finally decided to investigate you.
A month ago? What happened then?
I made your favorite clam chowder. I was looking forward to enjoying it with you. You promised to come home early, remember?
Oh, that's when I was loaded with work.
I don't know what the reason was, but I absolutely wanted you to come home that night. It was our wedding anniversary.
Oh, sorry. I completely forgot.
Yeah, you don't care about me anymore.
It's just an anniversary.
What?
Don't be such a bother.
What? Is it my fault?
Yeah, you're making me want to cheat by being so unpleasant. Always complaining. Growing older by the day. Addison is so young and sweet.
All of a sudden, you're legitimizing your affair.
Well, I'm happy with my current situation. Nothing better than going out with a young, cute girl.
Have you forgotten you're married? Don't you realize how despicable you're being?
It's not like we have kids. It's just a matter of divorcing.
You want a divorce?
Yeah, I don't need you anymore. I don't want to be with someone who's going to hire a detective on me. Sooner or later, you'll start going through my phone. I don't want to go home to that.
So you're serious about her?
Of course. She's way better.
Alright. I guess it's good that you came clean.
So let's get on with the divorce.
Very well, but I will demand compensation. Don't forget to tell your girlfriend too. She works with you. She must have known you were married.
Huh? It's all your fault. If you were a decent wife, I wouldn't have had to go looking elsewhere. You are the problem. Why am I the one to compensate you?
The state prohibits adultery, Thus, it is my right.
Whatever. It's just about money. Did you make me go have an affair just to get money out of me?
Don't be ridiculous. I was trying to mend things with you even after knowing you were cheating. I was hoping you would come back to me. That's why I was being so nice.
I've had enough. I'll leave the house tomorrow. Go get the divorce papers.
When are we having a talk? You left all of a sudden, and now you're ignoring me. You want me to go to your workplace?
Can't even stay quiet and wait for a while? I'm too busy to be answering to you. I have my issues.
Issues? That's not my problem. We need to talk about compensation and division of property. And what about all your belongings? You're just gonna leave them here?
Just throw it all away.
What? I need to deal with it. It costs money to dump all of this out.
Money, money, money. That's all you care about.
Because you're not even willing to talk. It's what comes along with carrying out a divorce.
Well, then I'll make demands too.
I don't owe you anything. It's you that needs to compensate me. How many times do I need to tell you?
Oh no, you do owe me for living expenses.
Living expenses?
You want compensation for cheating? Then you need to pay for all the living expenses until now. I'll reclaim what I gave you.
What?
I took care of you as my wife all these years. You need to repay me. Rent, food, utilities. All of that ended up being a waste. I'll get all of that settled in turn for paying compensation.
Settling our living expenses? Really? Awesome!
What are you getting so excited about?
You said we need to settle our living expenses, right? Then you'll sign the divorce paper and pay me compensation?
Yeah?
I'm completely fine with that. I'll take care of listing up all the expenses.
What's with the change of heart? Didn't realize you wanted a divorce that badly. You should really learn some charm.
You want a divorce too, right? Did you want to see me beg?
No, not at all. But
Then everything is fine. I'll claim my compensation along with settling for expenses. Don't forget, you will comply to talks. If you try to weasel your way out again, I'll really pay you a visit at your workplace.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm only glad to be getting rid of you. Marrying you was such a waste of my time. Hey, Zoe, what are you thinking? I got your claim for both living expenses and compensation. What's the deal?
Oh, you got it.
What is this? Why am I being billed close to $60,000 for both expenses and compensation?
But that's what you demanded. You said we needed to settle the living expenses.
I should be the one getting money for taking care of you. What is this amount? Can't you even calculate?
Here's the deal. We've been married for 3 years. And think about it. Your net income per month is $2,800, right?
Yeah.
And you continue to spend about half of it for yourself. You only put in the rest for our expenses, right?
Yeah. I've been giving you like $1,400 every month. So that's $16,800 a year? $50,400 over the course of 3 years.
Our rent is $933. On top of that, we had the expenses of utilities, internet, insurance, and food, just to name a few. How much do you think I've been paying? And that car you bought last year, who actually paid for it?
Well, that was from the marital savings.
Huh? How was that savings marital? That's pretty much all my earnings that was in the savings.
That can't be right. I make more than you.
My net income has been over $4,000 a month, and I only spend like $250 for myself every month. You were spending your earnings like it was nothing. So I was not being taken care of by you. It's the other way around.
You've been earning more than $4,000 a month?
Yeah! How else would we get by with you spending so much for yourself? Nothing I said could stop your splurging. It was easier for me to just earn a living myself.
But you work at home.
Yeah, and? I may not have literally been working my butt off, but I worked extremely hard to get to where I am today. I even cut back on sleep when I had to, all the while you were splurging and out playing with your girlfriend. You really are despicable. Don't you dare talk back to me.
Well, I didn't realize you were making so much.
It doesn't matter now. I've calculated everything exactly, so you need to pay up.
$58,000. Plus, you're claiming like $27,000 from Addison, right? That's $85,000 total. Don't you think it's a bit too much?
You're the one that demanded to settle living expenses. I only did what you said to do.
Sorry, forget the living expenses.
What?
I don't know of any law that requires the settlement of living expenses. I can't afford that.
It's you that started it. Once you realize it's you that has to pay, forget it? How convenient.
No, I was wrong.
Wrong? You just changed your mind?
Zoe, you really are something. You've been earning more than me?
Uh-huh. I'll settle with just the compensation, so pay up. A debt of $40,000 isn't gonna kill you.
Zoe, I'm seeing you in a new light.
Huh?
Addison actually has no savings. She's demanding I pay for her cut of the compensation too. She's really useless.
Excuse me?
So, I've decided to return home. Let's forget the divorce.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've been thinking these past few days, and Addison really isn't for me. But I couldn't back out, so I was playing tough. I'm sorry, Zoe. I'll make amends and become a good husband.
You really think that's gonna change my mind? You really are something. I don't want to be with you anymore, get it? You cheat on me after I take care of you all these years? And on top of that, you deny my worth.
I was just bluffing.
Disgusting.
Huh?
You're absolutely disgusting. Why am I gonna choose to be with a cheating money pit like you? I'm glad to get rid of you.
But the other day you were saying how you were hoping I'd come back to you.
It's called a change of heart. I don't change minds easily like you. So it's too late. Just sign the paper.
Zoe, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I won't splurge and I won't cheat anymore.
Your words are so meaningless. I'm even more convinced that divorcing you is the right path. Marrying you was such a waste of my precious time. I had my attorney tell him to comply to the divorce and compensation, or his company will be notified. And my husband finally appeared to talk. He continued to cry and apologize, but it had no effect on me. Realizing that my mind was not going to change, he signed the papers at the third round of talks. Watching him cry every time we met was really irritating, so I am relieved. My ex's girlfriend did not have the money to pay compensation, so she had to borrow from her parents. Because of this, her parents are now suing my ex for defaming their daughter. The way I see it, they're both to blame. But it looks like my ex and his girlfriend are going to continue bickering at each other. I've become determined since deciding on the divorce, and my mind is now very clear. I was caught up in a mindset telling me that I had to take care of the person I decided to marry. Now I know that was a mistake. Finally being freed from the curse, I feel genuinely happy. I wish to live true to myself. I still have hope that one day I will be able to join hands with someone that can be mutually supportive with me. Jack, I'm sorry. Can you get takeout or delivery for tonight's dinner?
Huh? Why?
I don't feel too great.
What, you're not better yet? You've been saying you're not feeling well for a while now.
It's not like it's a fever, so I can't just get better. I always feel like I'm going to throw up or like I'm anemic.
I know that pregnancy isn't a sickness, but do you feel like you want to throw up because of the morning sickness? Does that still happen after your stomach gets big?
A lot of people only have bad morning sickness in the first trimester, but for others, it continues throughout their pregnancy. But I think it's because I have all this pressure on my stomach.
What? Does that mean you're not going to feel better until you give birth?
Who knows? I can't say for sure either. But it's not like I feel awful every single day. I still have days where I feel okay.
You say that, but Christina, all you've been doing since your pregnancy is sleep. Your excuse is always that you don't feel well.
I'm not making excuses.
Other pregnant women are walking around or exercising, you know? Why don't you try to walk around the house or something?
I've been moving around whenever I can, but the doctors told me that the best thing to do is rest.
I guess. But didn't you gain too much weight? You're getting bigger and bigger.
Do you think so? The doctors haven't warned me about my weight or anything. I think it just looks that way because of all the puffiness.
No, I swear, you got fat. You look like a sea lion when you're sleeping.
You don't have to say it like that.
It's the truth. You look like a sea lion on the shore. You snore so loud too. The other day, I even praised myself for marrying a woman like you.
Okay.
But I mean, I think you just don't feel good because you haven't been moving around. There's still time before dinner, so you might feel better by then. Can you make me dinner? I've been out drinking a lot recently, so my diet has been pretty unhealthy.
I still feel nauseous when I stand up.
That's just how you feel now, isn't it? You'll be fine by the time I come home. Okay, I'll be waiting for a dinner full of vegetables then. Make a healthy meal for me.
What? You can't just do that. It's your own fault your diet has been bad. It's because you've been going out drinking. I messaged you because there's a high possibility I won't be able to cook dinner.
How should I know? You're a stay-at-home wife that gets to lounge around all day. At least do the household chores that you're responsible for.
Are you just going to disregard the fact that I'm pregnant?
Look, other pregnant women are going out and doing grocery shopping. Why are you acting like a sick person? You've been slacking off on cleaning recently too. I can tell you know that, right?
I've been doing my best when I can.
I'm telling you that it's all half-assed. What do you think I'm making you a stay-at-home wife for? I don't like dirty room. I'm already stressed from working, so make sure that I can relax at least when I come home. Who do you think is supporting you financially?
I'm sorry. I'll do better from now on.
You should have just said that in the beginning. If the room is still dirty how it was this morning, I'm going to make you clean until it's spotless. Make sure you clean the bathroom too.
Jack, I'm sorry that I couldn't make dinner tonight.
It's fine, I'll just get something to eat. Either way, you should have messaged me or something before you slept. You should have told me that there was no dinner.
I'm sorry.
The house is just as dirty as it was this morning when I left, too. Gosh, it's horrible.
I had a fever. I thought I'd get better if I slept, but it just kept getting worse.
What? You got sick when you don't even go out?
Maybe I caught it when I went grocery shopping a few days ago?
You don't even go out regularly, but you had to catch a cold the one time you did go out? Aren't you just full of bad luck? What are you going to do if I get sick too?
I'll sleep in the living room tonight.
You better. Make sure you get rid of the bacteria in our bedroom too. And change the sheets.
I'm sorry. I feel nauseous and don't think I can do that today.
What? There's no dinner when I come home from work, and the room is dirty on top of that. Are you even useful at all?
Useful? Am I just in your life to do your chores for you?
I didn't say that, but are you forgetting that you're a stay-at-home wife? Is a pregnant woman so superior that she doesn't have to do anything?
I never acted that way.
Well, you are. I'm working every single day while you lounge around at home. You use the excuse that you're sick or that you're pregnant and get to be lazy every day.
I'm not lounging around. The child in my stomach is your kid too.
I know that.
You don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be able to say something like this.
I'm working hard to financially support you and that child in your stomach. You're the one that doesn't understand how hard I'm working.
I do appreciate how hard you work, but I want you to research a little more about pregnancy. Some pregnant women can move around, while others can't at all. It's not like everybody has the exact same symptoms.
It's probably your fault because you weren't living a proper life before your pregnancy. I bet you were slacking off on the cleaning and everything even before you got pregnant.
I wasn't doing that. That's why the room was clean, wasn't it?
Who knows? You might have been going out to have fun while you hired a maid or something.
I'd never do that.
As punishment for not making my dinner, make sure you make the house spotless.
I told you, I have a fever.
I'm telling you not to slack off on the household chores just because of a fever. Make sure everything is perfect. Oh, and my friends invited me out for drinks, so I'll be home around midnight.
If someone has time to go out and have fun, wouldn't a husband normally help out at home?
Don't force your standards on me. Besides, I'm allowed to have fun because I'm working hard. You can rest after you complete all of your responsibilities too.
How can you say something like that? I've been living my life thinking about our kid. I've been restricting myself from things like alcohol so that I can have a healthy baby. You've never changed anything in your life, even after I got pregnant. You leave all the chores to me and say that I'm worthless if everything isn't done perfectly.
I didn't say you were worthless.
You asked me whether I'm any use in your life earlier.
God, I swear, you're so annoying. I'm going out to have fun, so don't bring down my mood. Did you become hysterical after getting pregnant? You don't do the chores, your attitude is annoying. There's nothing good about you after your pregnancy.
I'm over this.
What? What now? Are you going to get mad too?
All I need to do is do the chores perfectly, right? I know now that it's useless trying to talk to you.
Yeah, if you understand, don't try to talk back to me. You really became one annoying woman, didn't you? I'd hate to think this is how you're going to be in the future. Hey, Christina, where are you? Oh, you make me so frustrated. You said you weren't feeling well, but you're not even at home. Where did you go without even cleaning?
Your wife isn't here anymore.
Huh? What do you mean by your wife? So what? Where are you? Why is the room not clean?
Jack, I'm not Christina.
I'm talking to Christina's number. What are you even saying?
Christina was brought to the hospital.
What?
You're talking to your mother. Would you care to explain what the hell is going on?
Mom?
Yeah?
Really?
If you don't believe me, do you want me to list down all the girls you liked when you were a student?
Alright, stop it. So what? Why do you have Christina's phone, Mom? And what do you mean she was brought to the hospital?
You made your pregnant wife who had a fever do the cleaning? Christina did the cleaning just like you said and passed out. She used the last of her energy to go outside and to call an ambulance.
Her fever. I thought it was just a small one.
Her fever was almost 104 degrees. She's also pregnant. Why would you make her do the household chores? Plus, I heard that you were out getting drinks.
I was just invited to go out when I went out for food.
And you were drinking until this late, weren't you? Normally, husbands would stay by their wives in times like this.
I can't just not show up to the bar.
Is that more important than being with your wife when she's sick with a fever? She's also pregnant. What in the world were you thinking? Why couldn't you even be kind to your own wife?
She's lounging around at home normally. It's not bad to make her do the chores.
Let her lounge around. She's pregnant. She can't survive without getting ample rest.
There are pregnant women who are raising kids on top of their pregnancy, and others who are still working.
They can do that because they have fewer symptoms and because they have support from the people around them. What did you do to support Christina?
I'm working to support her financially.
That's the bare minimum.
I'll listen to your lectures later. Where is Christina hospitalized right now?
Christina asked me not to tell you where she is.
What?
What you did was that terrible. You have no right to have a wife. Your wife is gone.
Christina, please. Respond to me. I want to see you in person and apologize properly. Are you still in the hospital?
I was released yesterday.
Christina, were you okay? I was so worried because you wouldn't contact me.
I was in the hospital because I wasn't okay.
Well, yeah, but...
I contacted you today because I finally made my decision.
Decision?
I need you to divorce me.
What? Excuse me?
I can't continue living with you. That's what I decided. So let's get a divorce.
Hold on a minute. A divorce? Because I told you to do the household chores?
It was all the things you've been doing to me. I asked you many times to do your research about pregnancy and childbirth. I explained that I couldn't do the cleaning when I didn't feel well too. But you wouldn't try to understand anything I said.
Because pregnancy isn't a sickness.
It's not. But I'm raising a child while risking my life. There's a possibility I could die while giving birth too. I'm going through all that, but look at how you've been treating me all this time.
I'm sorry. My mom lectured me and explained everything to me after what happened. I realize how hard pregnancy is now.
It's too late now.
Don't say that. I'm going to be better from now on, especially after our child is born.
I'm probably never going to forget how you treated me. How you said I was worthless if I don't do the household chores. Or how you told me to make sure the house was spotless when I had a fever. I realized that being with you only stressed me out.
I apologize for that, and I'll help you out from now on. Please, don't say you want a divorce. Christina, I married you because I wanted to be with you forever.
Then you could have been nicer to me or cared about me a little bit more. I showed my appreciation for how hard you were working every day. But I think a husband and wife need to support each other during times of need.
What about the child? Are you going to raise him or her on your own?
I'm going to focus on taking care of the kid for the first year after I give birth, but I'll start working after that. Because I need to make sure I can support my child.
Being a single mother is going to be hard.
I know that, but now I think it's going to be harder staying with you. Besides, my parents and your mom have said that they would be there to help me. So I'll be okay. I'll make sure to raise him or her properly.
I want to help raise our kid too.
Really? When you've had no interest in our kid all this time? You would insult me by saying that I look like a sea lion when my stomach became bigger? You never even bothered to learn about raising a child. You would look annoyed when I didn't feel well. You never worried about me or our child.
They say men take longer to realize they're actually going to be a father.
It's so annoying that you only know information like that. Don't use knowledge that only benefits you to get what you want.
I promise that I'm going to change. I swear that I'm going to make you and our child's well-being my priority.
You've never done anything this whole time, so I really can't believe your words right now. I'll contact you again about the divorce after I hire a lawyer.
I'm so sorry, Christina. Please, I really feel terrible about what I did. If you're gone, I won't have anything left. I realized that these past few days. I experienced firsthand how important your presence in my life is.
You'll be fine as long as you have someone to do the household chores for you perfectly. Basically, all you need to do is hire a maid. You have no right to have a family. That's why you don't need me either.
That's not true. I want to have a family because it's you, Christina. I want to care for you because I love you.
I don't think you'd tell someone you love to do the cleaning when they're nauseous with a fever. You went out drinking while leaving your pregnant and sick wife at home. I don't need a husband or father who isn't going to care for my health. Don't you think someone like that is useless in my life? My husband and I got a divorce. It wasn't a lot, but I got my share of the assets too. My husband kept insisting he didn't want a divorce until the end, but both my parents and my mother-in-law, as well as the friends around us, were on my side. It seems like everyone around him lectured him too. And he realized how terrible he had been to me. But just because he realized his mistakes doesn't mean I plan on fixing things with him. He's still the father of my child, so I'm going to get child support from him. And of course, I'll allow him to see his child. His relationship with me is over, but I can only hope that he'll be a good father to our kid. A few weeks after the divorce, I successfully gave birth. I had a healthy baby girl, whom I am thankful for every single day. Of course, it's hard raising a newborn, but thanks to the support from the people around me, I'm getting by okay. I know life is only going to get harder once I start working, but still, I'm going to do everything I can to make my daughter live a happy life. Making sure to never take the kindness from the people around me for granted. I'm going to do what I can on my own, never forget how grateful I am, and raise my daughter as best as I can. I want to show my daughter that she's being graced, surrounded by everyone's love.